Sex in Tantra is a vehicle for transformation. Tantric sex is sex approached with a Tantra mindset. You don't need to have any physicality at all. You don't need a partner. Through meditation and mindfulness and breathing, sound, moving vibrations, you could experience great pleasure, transformation, ecstasy, bliss without a partner. So, sex in Tantra is a vehicle for transformation. It is not Tantra. Western images of Tantra are a sexual practice. And with that sexual practice, there's all kinds of things. And all of that may be fun, right? Or interesting, or you might be curious. But I teach accessible Tantra. I teach just the mindset, because once again, pleasure and orgasm is a brain-mediated event. Having a negative mindset, being filled with shame and guilt, thinking, negative things about sex can affect your sexual response, your pleasure, and your orgasmic response. So, I don't believe that when a couple gets together, so we talk about couple sex, right, that there needs to be a lot of physicality that you're thinking about, right? So there's nice positions you could get in. So you could go face to face or eye gaze, or, you could embrace your partner in certain ways. So there are some lovely positions for connection during that. But what's important is, the essence. And when I'm teaching folks, I talk about these three things: stop, focus, and connect. So in stopping, we have to slow everything down, right? People want to quick, get in, get out, get off, right? So we want to slow things down. We want to slow things down physical, but we want to slow things down in our brain. If we're thinking, oh, do I smell? How do I look to my partner? Am I going to be able to last long enough? Am I going to be wet enough? Whatever. We have to slow all that thing down. And that we could use our breath to come into the moment and then to, focus, right? So one thing we haven't two words I don't think I used yet. So when we talk about focus, we're talking about setting an intention, right? So set an intention for pleasure or whatever the intention is, but set, a positive intention for that engagement. You may want to verbalize that. You may want to communicate that to each other. I'm looking forward to a real fun time with you. I'm really looking forward to having some hot sex. Set an intention and then pay attention. Pay attention to what's going on in your own body for your own pleasure and physiologically. So many men, in this culture, they're paying attention to their partner, thinking that they have to perform and get their partner off. And
that's true.
Right? So when you're doing all of that, you're not focusing on your own pleasure, right? It sounds counterintuitive, but the partner knows you're putting on a performance for them.
Yeah.
And, it works when both people's sexual response is strong and good, so there's strong desire and you hook up with somebody. It could work, that's not like just going at it. It's like, doesn't work for people, right? We're talking about quality sex over a long term, or a hookup that's longer and richer than a wham bam thank you ma'am. So we have to set a positive intention. We have to pay attention to what's going on in our own bodies, right, and in what's going on with your partner. So you want to be there for your partner. You want to tune into what's going on for yourself. So if you're uncomfortable, you don't just lie there and bear it in pain, while your partner's doing something you don't like. Excuse me, I'm feeling a little pain. Let's change position. Let's do it slower. Let's do it differently, right? So, and then to connect, right? We use our eyes, if we can see, to connect. We use our breath to connect. We use touch to connect, right? So stop, slow things down, focus, have a positive intention, pay attention to what's going on. And that's where, breathing and yoga helps, the practice of that, and connect in any way you want. It could be connecting over, writing erotica to each other, sexting, could be online. It doesn't have to be in person. So that's what I think, the skill-based component, those are the skills. And I say that people should just get a mindfulness app, because there's not, like I said in the beginning, there are people who say, I don't see many Tantra gods there, but there are male men. There are plenty of men Tantra teachers. But there's this whole culture of goddesses and a lot of stuff. Usually they're very expensive, the time they charge. So we don't have to go there. We could just, stay with these, stop, focus, and connect. And I think this will improve a lot of people's sexual experiences, not just people with disabilities or chronic conditions or mental health issues.